Right, so we've got all our stuff in, and so I've gone through with the customer the plan of action. And so we've had a good talk where everything's going and fully discussed it, so you know, it just puts you so there's no errors. Right, so anyway, let's make a start. We have bathroom tower for the ensuite, and what I'm basically doing is there's going to be a connection point down there. I'm going to chase up the ceiling and connect to the power point in the loft. And with that, I'm drilling straight through for the isolation switch, which will be through just the other side here. If you can see that, they'll be coming out basically down that area there. So obviously the customer's requested when the curtain's pulled that the actual switch is behind the curtain, which kind of makes sense. Right, so outside we have, you can see that weather vane just there. That's where the 30 watt LED light's going to go to illuminate, I presume, the garden area. And there's going to be, this is the customer's request, a pull cord switch which is going up above in line with the curtain again, so it's hidden out of the way, although you're going to see part of the pull cord switch at the top, but I discussed that with the customer and it's still his favourite plan of action. Right, so far, if I go show you guys the loft, and this is pretty straightforward, run of the mill, and what we've got up here, loft area. Well, it's nicely stocking up as a storage area, and what we're doing here is taking a feed from the bedroom, which I will show you in a minute. That'll be our permanent feed, and that's going to come to a switch just placed here, and then from the switch we're going to go to the actual 2 batten light fittings, which are these 2 here, which is going to provide more than enough illumination just for access to the loft. I don't think it's going to be converted or renovated in a way, shape or form, so it's ideal for the job. And that, as far as I've got, I'll just show you where our feed's coming from, because obviously the loft is upstairs lighting, so what I've done is taken my permanent feed there. This cable I've pushed through here is going to be connected to our permanent feed on the upstairs lighting circuit. So essentially all we're doing is extending the upstairs lighting circuit to incorporate the loft, which is ideally what you need to be doing. All right, thanks guys, I'll give you an update as things progress. Hello people, that was an exhausting morning, I must admit. Right, where shall we start? Right, remember earlier I said our main feed for the lighting circuit is coming from that rose up there, and what we've done, I'll show you in the loft first, is stark difference to what it was earlier, I must admit. What we've done is clipped, metal cable clipped all the way along. We're basically coming up here, metal cable clipped all the way along, and that's coming down into our light fitting. I kind of changed my mind from earlier, and instead of going from the switch, taking the neutral to the switch, I actually took it to the light fitting. From the light fitting, we're obviously coming back from the switch, and with that I'm going straight over to the other side, all metal clipped up to the second light fitting. And what I've also done is I've took a feed from here, clipped it all the way down the back there, gone through the joists, straight over to the back where that installation and that pipe is. There's my junction there, under there. And what that's feeding, I will show you. Back down the loft ladder. What that's feeding is, if you remember what I said earlier about the crappy pull cord switch that you wanted. Alright, so we've installed it to the customer specified location, and obviously the cable's hidden up, which is essentially what he was after. but that is powering. What I've done is from that junction box come through cable cleated all the way along to here. Alright, just check that is working. Should be. Yeah, we're good. Now we have a newly installed outside light. Great stuff. For the tower rail, I kind of changed my mind with that and convinced the owner to have the actual tower rail moved, because if it would have went in the existing position where he wanted it down this side, every time you open the door would have smashed into it. So I kind of had a word and got the tower rail moved to here, which really is, there was no other space in the bathroom to really have it. And that is like the most unintrusive as possible. So I was happy with that. Obviously I've took the feed from there's a 2.5 up there, put a junction on it. I've chased down the wall, put a connector in for the isolator. Where I've gone for inside the bedroom cupboard, which this is a sturdy enough bit of wood, so I'm happy with that. Alright, and that is that, job complete. Thanks guys, thanks for tuning into the channel. Just press a like, subscribe, leave the comments, and I will answer any questions you'd like me to answer. Just leave them in the comments guys. Alright, thanks a lot, bye for now.